Hello, everyone. I am Yolanda. I am one of the co-founders of Harper Therapy. I'm super excited about our conversation today with co-founders of the Green Book of Tampa Bay, Hillary Van Dyke and Joshua Beam. And just a little backstory, Joshua and I actually went to college together. So we've known each other for a period of time. And I kind of joke around because even during graduate school and that kind of thing, Josh and I would go back and forth. He's always been macro and kind of big picture community focused. And I've been more on the micro, kind of clinically focused. And so we kind of blended together in a sometimes oil and water way, but it always worked out.
Hey, it's a beautiful thing.
It really is. It really is. And I'm so thankful. It's been such a blast to watch just the difference that you are making in the world and the way that you're leading our community and the way that you and Hillary are teaming up and have put together the Green Book of Tampa Bay. So can you guys share with us, what is the Green Book?
The Green Book is a directory for Black-owned businesses in Pinellas County and Hillsborough County. We are working on expanding beyond. We're working on expanding beyond just those two counties, but it pretty much acts the same way Yelp does, where if you're looking for a business, you go to it, search for something, and then the businesses pop up. So it's greenbooktampabay.org. And then along with the fact that we're listing businesses, business owners can actually add their own business as well, which makes things nice and a lot easier for Josh and I. And then beyond the directory, we also have social media. There's an Instagram and Facebook at Green Book TV, where we feature businesses that we've tried out, and then also other people sometimes send us some things as far as places they've tried out. So it's a directory to find stuff, but then there's also social media to make your mouth water or get you interested in clothes and things.
Right.
So, yeah.
Pretty interactive too. Yeah, it's great. It's great. So what led to the creation of the Green Book?
Well, Hillary and I both being educators, working in the same middle school in St. Petersburg, and just really becoming so invested in that community, wanting to do more. And we felt like one way to do that, a big word for us, is equity. And one way we feel like building equity in the community is through economic vitality, our dollars, circulating Black dollars in the community, but also getting people who look like me, other white people, to circulate their dollars in the Black community as well. So it's really stars kind of aligned. We were both hungry to want to do more, and that's kind of how it all happened.
Yeah.
Also, we were really trying to think about how we could do something similar to this. And then watching Killer Mike's show, Trigger Warning, his first episode, was very inspirational. We were like, let's just do this. Let's do this.
Yeah. Tell us more about that. Yeah. Watching Trigger Warning.
Yeah, his first episode, he just tries to live for a certain amount of time on only Black-owned businesses. And it becomes very clear to him how hard that is. Like, that would mean he needs a Black hotel, he needs Black bus drivers for his tour, Black toothpaste. And so it's the whole series is great, but that episode is really powerful. It was very inspiring for us.
I love that you guys took that and now this is what we have. You know, we have to thank that for the Green Book. So what is your favorite part about all of now this has been a labor of love for more than just this recent period of time, right? You guys have been working on the Green Book for over a year and a half now, right? So a lot of blood, sweat, tears, a lot of love, a lot of heart. What's your favorite part about it?
I will say, this is really been our we call it our passion project. This is our baby. We started from the beginning, and it was almost like a guerrilla marketing campaign and just getting people out there, word of mouth, backing, like really building something from the ground up. But as we've built this, even pre the past few weeks with everything going on, just collaboration, just seeing the response from business owners and people being like, thank you, this is awesome. That is kind of fuel for us, and just really to see it take root, and then where it's come from in the last I'd say almost 2-3 weeks now, we've just been blown away by the support, by the reach, by our followers, by the people who are hungry to really support Black-owned businesses. It's been amazing.
Right. And I know that there have been some really tragic circumstances that have led to the Green Book being highlighted in these conversations around race and equity. And if it weren't for the groundwork that you guys had put in already in that leadership and having these conversations and creating the Green Book, then wow, I'm just so thankful for this platform now more than ever. So tell us.
Can I interrupt real quick too with that?
Yeah.
So the other thing, just with everything happening in the way that it happened and at the right time, Josh and I had been rebuilding the site with the help of One Community St. Pete. And they helped us bring it from a blog format to a website. And well, I mean, it was a website, but now it's a directory.
Yeah.
But even that like, had all this happened like a week or two before, I don't think it would have had as far of a reach as it had. So just like that, that help from One Community, Gypsy Gallardo, really, I think is what put Green Book. It was already, we loved it already. But really put it at this place where it could be as easy to receive and to use. Because before people were following our social media, but would still like message us on the side asking for a business recommendation of some kind, and we were always like, right. But now, we have like thousands of searches on the site every day, so we know people are using it on their own.
That's fantastic.
And shout out to Lynn Johnson, our web developer, who really really helped us. And we couldn't have handled it, the traffic. So it was game changer.
In such synchronicity, right? And so tell us a little bit about this concept of being a socialpreneur, because that's really what you guys are doing with the Green Book.
Right, yeah, so it was a term that I wish we came up with, and like but it was once again Gypsy Gallardo and One Community had kind of described us using that term in one of their marketing like brochures, and then we saw it, we're like, oh, that's amazing, and it really sums up what we do. So myself as a social worker and just involvement in just the in the community and wanting to uplift the community, we're not in this to get rich.
Right.
We are doing this to uplift, to build, to collaborate, and that's really it summed us up perfectly in our mission and what we're doing.
Yeah, and that's why I'm so thankful that you guys are taking time out of your busy schedules to have this conversation as a community, as we're looking to uplift and seek equity and justice. So what makes Green Book unique? Because there's nothing else like it out there, right?
So I think one of the biggest things that makes us unique, because so right now, this whole conversation around social justice equity is, I don't want to say in vogue, but it's sort of in vogue right now.
Yeah.
But one, we've been out here doing this. This has been an idea we've had. There have been directories and lists that have existed, but our big goal is to make sure that this continues. Mm-hmm. And that it exists beyond this moment and this news cycle, but then also that it stays updated so that you can, in 10 years, we're still using the Green Book, but we're like using the app version of it. Hopefully the app version doesn't take 10 years though, but anyway.
It won't.
We are not doing this because, George Floyd was murdered the way that he was murdered. We are doing this because we believe that everybody should be intentional about where they spend their money. And so, you might follow a blog here or there that is throwing a list on there that says, these are Black-owned businesses. But then in a week or two, those posts disappear. Mm-hmm. So we need you to build the habit of bookmark the page, and every time you need a service, search Green Book first, right? So I think we're different in that way, that this is a real passion that we have and a real service that we want out there. And we're not doing it just because it's the thing to talk about right now.
Right. Yeah.
And Yolanda, so what makes it really cool and unique is so it's based on geolocation. So your viewers, if they are watching this, they've been to a Black-owned business, they know someone who is Black and has a business, they can enter it.
Right.
Businesses can then go and claim it as their own, so they can edit, make changes. So it's really user-friendly. The geolocation is awesome, so that makes it easy for us to expand our reach. So we focus just on like Hillsborough, Pinellas, but we have, had people from surrounding counties list businesses. So it's really cool in that regard, and we feel like the sky's the limit.
It is. It's fantastic. And so if you're watching and you're looking for a Black-owned restaurant, clothing store, fill in, what else?
Yoga, security guard, limousine, wedding planner, wedding space. I don't know. It's everything you can think of.
So
everything.
And the last thing, because we're about commerce and economic vitality in businesses in a traditional sense where you can spend your dollars, but there's also nonprofits,
right.
Historical cultural sites, artist support. So we try to cover the whole spectrum.
The whole spectrum.
Yeah, and even with the nonprofit thing, that's something that we get questions about too, when people are wanting to donate something to help further the cause, and like go to greenbooktampabay.org, search nonprofit, and then choose from any number of these community organizations.
Yes, and if you're looking for your anti-racism book resources, right? I was looking for a bookstore owners. We need for you to go on and claim your bookstore. Okay.
There's 2 bookstores on there. There's Cultured Books in St. Pete, and then the best African diaspora.
It's like a museum / bookstore in Tampa.
Yeah. They're also a bookstore. So you don't need to use Amazon.
Yeah, some other options, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like people to know about Green Book and equity and community and all of the things that you guys stand for?
I'd say Hillary kind of summed it up earlier, but we really want supporting Black lives to not be a trend or a hashtag. We want it to be a lifestyle, way of life. We want this to be consistent. And so just your support, word of mouth, letting people know, adding businesses so we can just keep this going, because we're in this for the long haul.
Great.
Yeah, I think he said that perfectly.
Yeah, and I know you guys aren't going to say this, but I am. So if you are really connected with this mission and this goal, there is a little donate button on the Green Book of Tampa Bay website as well, so that you can keep the to help cover the costs of running a website. It's not free.
Right.
So that's an option as well. I'm going to let people know about. Right.
Awesome.
And all of your contact information will be in this video. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today, and thank you for your hearts for our community and for the work that you're doing and for being so passionate about it. And I really admire and look up to you guys.
Thank you. Your energy is like so bubbly.
Tell me about it.
My cheeks are hurting from how hard I'm smiling. I'm like, I don't even know you. And my cheeks literally are like.
Well, it's easy to be bubbly and smiling when you're around good people. So.
Well, thanks, Yolanda. I love and appreciate you.
All right. Sending much love. You guys take care.
Thank you.
Thanks.